Hey guys, so earlier you guys saw me putting this wig on because I was fighting for my life, honestly. Hold on, let me charge my laptop. Girl, so this is the news that I wanted to tell you guys, but I wasn't ready to say it because I was like, if I don't get accepted, that's gonna be embarrassing. I was low-key stressed, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had my graduate interview, so I'm gonna be getting my master's. I've only had my bachelor's all this time. I left school, dang, I feel old. I left school in 2017. That's when I got my bachelor's. But I figured now that it's officially time for me to do my master's. I personally just didn't want to rush into my master's because at the time, I didn't even know what I wanted to do. And I didn't, sorry, I'm gonna blow this on. That was loud. Yeah, because at the time I didn't know what I exactly wanted to do, and I just didn't want to get a degree in anything, especially because right now, like, my bachelor's degree, I don't even use my bachelor's degree because it's in a whole different field. You know, at the time I didn't really get what do you call this, I didn't really get any internships when I was in school. It was like very difficult for me, at least, to get internships. Some people are lucky, you gotta really push at it. I would say, like, my sister, she's in her undergrad right now. She's gonna go into her last year of college, and she's been really good at that. I'm very lucky that she's been on it and getting like so many scholarships. I'm sorry, not so many scholarships, I'm sorry. So many internships and things of that nature that have to do with her field, so that she has a lot of things under her belt, which is very good for her. I wasn't that fortunate, and also I feel like a part of me is happy that, you know, life didn't go exactly how I wanted it to go, because honestly, the type of personality I have, I couldn't do the job that I got a degree in. I'm gonna be honest, looking back now, I'm about to be 30 at the end of this year, and like, looking back now, I probably could have done something different, but at the time, you know, you just do what you think you want to do. But I've been for a while thinking about doing this specific degree, but every time I was like back and forth because I'm like, I don't know if I want to commit to graduate school. But not only that, I didn't know if I wanted to be, I didn't want to do something and not be 100% sure about it. But this was a specific degree. I kept on looking at it for a while now, and I'm just like, I want to do it, I want to do it. But like, in order to do it, you have to get a degree. You can't just do. And because I had like experiences with certain kids and stuff like that, it made me want to do that degree, and that's what I kind of emphasized at the interview. But I'm not gonna even hold you guys, I was low-key like stressed before the interview. I'm always a nervous wreck. I'm always anxious, but I don't know what came over me. Like 30 minutes before, I started being like teary-eyed. I'm like, what is going on? I literally had to pull up my gospel playlist. There's a song called You Have Not Stopped. I think that's what it's called. I'm gonna put it down on the thing, by what's his name, Anthony Brown, I believe. I think it's Anthony Brown, and then he has a group. I started playing that song. I don't know why that song came into my head, but I started singing that song, and then I was listening to another song because another song in my playlist went after that, and then I just like got myself ready. I just put on like a regular shirt because, you know, it was a grad interview. I didn't put this on. I had to look, you know, professional, so I put on a blouse that I had. And then I did the interview, and I was nervous. I was like stuttering, but overall, like, and then I just prayed, and I was like, I just leave it in God's hands at this point, because at that point I was just like, I don't know. I was hoping that I got in, but I'm not gonna lie, after the interview I kind of felt like down, like if I'm gonna get it or not. But your girl got in. I just emailed. I'm about to check my email because I had to just email somebody about my enrollment process, because I'm trying to get the ball rolling, because I kind of applied late too. That was another thing, but it was kind of like a spur of the moment, not necessarily a spur of the moment, but it was kind of like, you know what, it's time for me to grow myself in my career. I'm ready for that step type of thing. That's really what happened. And then I ended up applying. So the school is you could apply on a rolling basis. That's not the problem. The problem is I wanted to get a head start and start this fall, so I did apply late. So I'm kind of like, school's about to start next week. I have till the 29th to apply, but then I have to do a mandatory course before I even take classes. So I'm actually gonna go read this email now to read more in depth. But I'm trying to get everything squared away. I just confirmed, as soon as I got that, congratulations. I went to go find the portal because I had to log in. You know, you get an ID for school. It's like I'm starting all over again when I had an ID in undergrad. I had to get a create an account with my my graduate ID, sorry, and then log in. Hey guys, y'all, I'm looking like I have no hair. My hair is so short now. Well, short to me, like it only reaches up here, because last time I told you guys May, before, sorry, not May, it's April, when I had that weave done, she cut a lot of my hair, so now it's short again, and I don't know, I can't rock with the shortness of my hair right now. Especially because I have a big head. Like, the short hair doesn't do it for me. I'm sorry. But I already told y'all, because when my hair is out, it's like, it's chaos. I can't figure out what style to do. And then especially with this heat, my hair will naturally puff up. So that's why I just find a particular style to do. I am going, because I'm going out on Friday, and I'm going to take pictures. I want my hair to be done nice. Obviously, I'm going to have my hair in, but I'm going to do the clip-ins. And then also I'm going to go to church on Saturday, so I want my hair, normally when I do my clip-ins hairstyle, it's A1. I was trying to figure out why last week it was not how I wanted it, and then I took them out. It's because I didn't have enough clip-ins, because I was missing 2 of them. I found it in the back, but an update. So today is Wednesday, August the 20th. So update from yesterday, I don't know, I think I was chatting a lot, so I'm probably going to edit out a lot of stuff when I start editing this vlog. I would have wanted to come out today, granted, because I got you guys on Monday, but if it comes out tomorrow, I really don't care. So just a quick update. I'm probably going to cut out a lot of what I said yesterday, because I was just rambling a lot. But, so I got everything squared away, so I didn't know that. Well, I like that everything's accessible, but it's very overwhelming. So there's a whole like portal for the college that I'm going to, and like everything's on there, like literally. So financial aid, everything that you need is on there, but I didn't know that. I didn't realize, because it was so overwhelming when I opened it up earlier, when I finally got into the system, because I couldn't get in last night. And then I reached out to somebody, because I'm saying, like, when I put my ID number, it was showing somebody else's email address. So I'm like, I can't get in. So they're like, first of all, I didn't like how they responded, because I feel like sometimes people, like, you can respond nicer. I was just asking a question, because I told them maybe it's the system update, maybe it's just me. You know, system may have not updated, but then like the way they respond is like, you're doing it too soon, just wait it out. And I'm like, I get it, but you didn't have to say it like that. It's just like little things. It's just like you couldn't feel like sense when somebody's being kind of low-key rude or throwing a little shade. Like, But I'm trying to be, the reason why I even emailed the person was because like I'm trying to be on top of it, because like I told you guys, I applied rather late. I think I applied like, well, when I think I applied like, I had started my application, I believe early August, but like when I finished applying, I think it was like, if I'm not mistaken, like last week or the week before last, when I actually officially put my full application. But then I had to obviously wait for them to review my application, and then after review my application, I got the email last week to schedule the interview. But then I didn't realize that, hey, school starts next week officially. So if I did my, initially like I told y'all, my anxiety be up there. So originally I had scheduled it for next week, but then I'm like, I can't do next week because that's gonna mess up the schedule, and I need to start get everything situated before classes start. So the only thing that I'm waiting for, but long story short, I told you guys about financial aid. I figured it out. They called me back, so I canceled I don't know if I told you guys I made an appointment, but I canceled an appointment because the financial aid actually called me back after I left them a message yesterday. Got to talk to them. They were kind of confusing. That other person also had an attitude, but whatever. I just wanted to clarify some things because I didn't want them taking out, like I'm taking out loans for unnecessary stuff that I don't even need to take out loans for, because I'm an online student. I don't need certain fees like transportation and housing, because they list it as if they're taking it out of my account. So I'm like, I just gotta clarify, you guys are not taking it out. But the thing now that I'm waiting for is just to make sure, like, I put in everything. I did all my FAFSA stuff. Now that's squared away. I did everything I had to do on my end, also in the school's portal, because I have to do something in the school's portal, and I also have to do my FAFSA. So financial aid should be good. They just have to review it. Once they review everything, I should be set as far as that. I'm glad that I did good in my undergrad. I don't remember if I told you guys this. If I didn't tell you guys this, then I'll just cut this part out. But 25% off my tuition. So it took down a little bit, which is good. It's better than nothing. So I get that every semester pretty much. What I'm waiting for is what I was saying. I'm waiting for my advisor to get back to me. I emailed her to schedule my initial advisement, which I think I told you guys yesterday, because I have to schedule it. If I don't schedule it, I can't attend classes. And right now, one of the classes I already saw, I'm probably going to be waitlisted. I hope to let me into it because I need that course. That's like an introductory course you have to take. And the other one still has 5 people. What is the word? 5 people left. So I'm hoping that the advisor talks to that faculty member and lets them know, like, I was admitted late, so if they could let me into that class, because I mean, when I get my initial advisement, I'll be talking to my advisor and I'll let her know, like, I did, go check, am I still going to be able to get into the course, because it is an intro course that I have to take. Those are the two courses that I want to take for my 6 credits anyway. So, but I can't actually register for courses until I talk to my advisor. So I'm waiting for her to reach back to me. I'm hoping she reaches back to me later today. I had emailed her, like, obviously I didn't expect her to email me back to yesterday, because she just had an interview and then she probably was doing other stuff. I mean, she just had the interview with me, and then she probably, like, they also do other stuff, but they're working with other people. They got other things to do, so I don't expect her I didn't expect her to get right back to me yesterday, but I'm hoping at least today, hopefully tomorrow, cross my fingers, she gets back to me. If I could set up something, even if we do it tomorrow, that would be perfect actually, so that way I can go straight after. Once that's handled and settled, I can go straight to applying for the 2 courses before school starts, and everything will be done and squared away. What I'm gonna say, I was waiting for my sister so we can watch, because today's Wednesday, the summer I turned pretty. If you guys are not on that show, you guys should watch it. It's very interesting. Belly is an interesting character. If you watch the show, then you know. But she's a very interesting character, and she does a little bit too much for no reason, and it's very like, why is she like that? That's all I think every time I see her. I'm like, what is the purpose, Belly? What is the purpose? I'm Team Conrad, by the way. Team Conrad. Because Jeremiah gets on my last nerves. And if he keeps on talking about that cake with the, what is it? Jeez. If I see it on TikTok, I don't know. The coolest or whatever he wants on the cake. And then he's asking for a cake that he don't got money for. Make that make sense. How you ask for a cake you don't even got money for? And he's, mind you, got rich parents. This is the thing. He has rich parents. He doesn't have money. He's doing a job for his dad, so his dad can like him. But yeah, he's not putting in the work to get the money, and then he wants to get fancy apartments, but he don't got money. And then he has the audacity to say to a realtor showing them an apartment, oh, if you're back on credit loan, something like that, if you're back on credit card statements, does that affect you getting into getting an apartment? Obviously, if you got bad credit, they're not gonna give you an apartment. That's obvious. You gotta get good credit. You gotta make sure you pay your credit card statements before the due date or by the due date. If you don't, yes, that's gonna make you get bad credit. Hello. And that realtor's face just looked at him like this. And then I love when Belly looked at him side-eye like, are you serious? Was that really a question? So, one last thing I forgot that I'm gonna add it somewhere in this vlog. I actually finished, so you guys know my summer goals, well, we're about to enter into fall. One of my summer goals was to finish, not finish, but at least read more. Exactly what I said. I know I wrote down my other planner. Did I write in June? I must have read it in July probably, I think. But I think it was to read more books. You think I would remember what I wrote down. But clearly I didn't remember. Let's see, is it in July? Maybe I wrote it in June. I know I wrote it down because when I did my July reset, I told you guys these are the things that I want to do for the summer. Okay, maybe it is in June. No, I don't know where I put it. I know I wrote it down. It was written under something else, that's why. My goal was to read at least 2 books. I finished this book finally. I was like I think when I started back, I was like actually, yeah, I will count this as I fully read it, because when I started, I think I was like in chapter 3 or something. This book is like, how many chapters? Chapter 22, but it was a long read. It took me a while, but I finally finished it. When I was on vacation, I took this book and I actually finished it by the time I left vacation, because I had to sit there and focus. That's the thing with reading. You have to like dedicate your time to read the book. So I finished this one, Get a Life by Chloe Brown. And then I actually just finished this like, I think a day or 2 ago, because I actually sat there and read the book Curly Girl Summer. I'm sorry, not Curly, Curvy Girl Summer, not Curly Girl Summer. I finished that in its entirety, so that book is done. So I guess I would equate that I finished 2 books in full. I'm actually going to start, I don't know, once school picks up, I don't know if I'm going to have much time. That's the thing, I feel like once work comes in handy, like, I set aside my reading for other stuff, but I'm going to try to see, like, even if it's just an hour in the weekends, if I get a quick hour to read. But this is the next book I want to read that I bought from Barnes & Nobles in Florida. I keep on actually seeing people talk about this book. I was watching a YouTuber and she was talking about, oh, somebody recommended this book. I didn't even know much about this book. I just saw it and I read a little bit of the excerpt and I was like, I like the book, and but this is going to be my next read. Maybe I'll try to get some now when it's not chaotic, I'll try to read some and get some chapters in after I'm done what I want to do. I want to edit this vlog for this video for you guys, but this book is Can't Get Enough by Kennedy Ryan. But yeah, I keep on seeing people talk about her. Apparently she's a famous author. I didn't even know, like I said, I just saw the book and I'm like, this looks like a good book that I would actually like. Didn't really know much about the author, but I keep on seeing the books, stories about it, so I'll be reading that next. So yeah, I think today I'm gonna dedicate like an hour or 2 to start reading it and getting into the book. I don't want to go, like you asked them, it doesn't show how many chapters. Some books don't show the chapters, whatever. But as you guys can see, I'm really into like romance type of stuff, but I also like mystery too. I just haven't found a good mystery book. That will be my next thing. At some point I want to also go to the library, but like I don't like to get new books until I'm about to finish a book. There is still another book that I haven't finished that I have on hold. It's like, I think, A Life of a Millennial, because it was a read that I just feel like I had to like keep on reading over and over, that I couldn't, like, I don't know, it was just a hard read that I have to sit there. It was like I have to keep on rereading it. I feel like with romance books or mystery books, I can read it easily without like having to stop all the time. So yeah, I'm gonna put this book to the side because I want to read that, start reading it next, at least get a head start on reading it. But that's all I had to say. I'm gonna insert this somewhere. Bye for now.